This little video is being made for our friends at the ABA Techshow and your closing plenary. This is Dazza Greenwood at the MIT Media Lab with some of our friends here, doing, upon Adriana's request, or at least her consent, a quick overview, some reviews, and a little bit of preview maybe of what's happening with some of our projects coming out of this fantastic first ever combination of the ABA and MIT on an online Appathon. Well, some of the things that happened that were very notable is, first of all, we launched Massachusetts Legal Hackers at the same time as starting the Appathon. Adriana was able to join us by Hangout, and that was launched with Code for America. Also, we were able to make a big push on a legal hackathon project called First to Disclose, which was designed initially for ensuring prior art is discovered by patent examiners and treated accordingly, and now has been expanded to cover a great many more inventions and innovations, including a lot of work to getting ready for this very Appathon. Here's our chief developer to talk more about that.
I'm Jason Walsh with First to Disclose. Innovators, including inventors, corporate R&D, university labs, and hackathon projects, don't have an easy way to easily and intelligently disclose their inventions and exercise their intellectual property rights in order to prevent a race to winning at the United States Patent Office. We've created a web application for innovators with distributed identity and social login with Google and GitHub that allows people to collect, store, and render discoverable inventions under a Creative Commons license. As part of our initial setup process, we also added in support for hackathons that included a review and rating system. And we are going to continue work on this project by furthering that support for collections, including events, the idea of calendaring to support reviews, and federation to allow self-hosting of applications by any other entity that wants it, and consolidating those back to First to Disclose. Our project sponsors were Dazza Greenwood of the MIT Media Lab, David Honig of Brooklyn Law School, and William Palin of the Suffolk Law School.
And a great many others. Sorry to cut them off, but I know we've got limited time here. Another fantastic happening was connecting with the New York Attorney General's office, and they've entered some projects. This one here was in the second round, and it's basically a simplification and streamlining of their forms filing process for complaints and also for tips. And that's something we're working with them on now, and we'll continue working with them on with a small team from the Media Lab and others through the Appathon, including some machine learning and other ways to, really maybe improve that process. Tools, tools, tools were the order of the day at the Appathon this year, and we were very privileged to have a couple of great purveyors of open source tools for the law provide terrific support. Here's Jim Hazard talking about what he provided to teams by way of his new contract management common accord system. Jim?
Hi, this is Jim Hazard. I'm a lawyer. With the ABA MIT Online Legal Appathon, we're making available to you Common Accord, an open source platform for doing legal documents as if they were open source software. So with the same kind of modularity, versioning, and platform like GitHub and simple text editors that open source software people use. So following this message are going to be some links which will show you how you can sign up. We'll make the entire platform available.
And so they did. And thanks for providing this support, Jim. There's a small team of lawyers right now in a state government that are availing themselves of that, and some others as well. We'll be hearing more about Common Accord. I encourage you to check them out at their GitHub repo. Also available for the hackathon was Q&A markup, a markup language that allows for simple making of wizards, and it's great for elicitation. And the creator of that innovation made it available and made this little video for us, and then a 10-minute tutorial. And I know there is quite a few people that showed interest in that. David Colarusso.
Hi, my name is David Colarusso. I'm an attorney with the Committee for Public Counsel Services, Massachusetts Public Defender Agency, and I'm honored to be here virtually at the ABA Tech Show, thanks to my friends over at the MIT Media Lab, showcasing Q&A markup. Q&A markup is a software, well, it's a markup language created so that non-programmers could program. Specifically, it was built for attorneys, and it's a spin-off of something that we developed here at the committee. Recently, we redid our website, and we realized that it was unreasonable to expect normal visitors to our website to be able to know the difference between, say, our Child and Family Law Division and our Youth Advocacy Division. We needed some way to sort of meet users where they were. And so what we ended up implementing was an interactive set of question and answers. So we asked people about their situation, and then based upon their answers, directed them to the right content. So it's a way of solving a needle in the haystack problem when a search isn't going to suffice because people don't know what they're searching for. That turned into Q&A markup, and you can find everything you'll need to be able to write your own interactive question and answer sessions at qnamarkup.org. It's an open source product, so among other things, that means it's free. And we hope that you will find it useful. There you'll find a video explaining how to use the language, as well as a robust set of documents that only take about 20 minutes to read. And after you read them, you'll know everything you need to know about Q&A, and you'll be ready to hit the ground running. So I can't wait to see what people come up with at the Tech Show's Appathon. And thank you for letting me have this opportunity, and I hope you enjoy Q&A markup.
And enjoy it you will. I hope everybody does give it a try. Who doesn't need question and answer interactive form from time to time? And boy, the extensibility of this one is just unparalleled. We interviewed this morning, or this afternoon at the Media Lab, a team in the City Hall of Kansas City, Missouri, of law students and Code for America brigade volunteers, and the captain of that brigade, who are making an OpenID Connect service available for in a city context, so that people can basically own and control their own identity, and perhaps do some further streamlining, not just of their public sector logins and data sharing, but who knows what will happen in the market. At that point, I was joined by one of the longtime, or rather, a longtime innovator and an entrepreneur that has a project that's been of real significance as part of this Appathon, Caitlin Stillen-Rooney. Let's hear a few words from Caitlin from that interview. And we are back from the MIT Media Lab. Hi, I'm Dazza Greenwood, scientist here, legal scientist, they sometimes say, and I'm joined by the collaborator that helped us bring the first prototype jam to a successful conclusion, who's now back as an entrepreneur with a project in the Appathon, Caitlin Stillen-Rooney. Well, that's right, Caitlin. Actually, Caitlin is right here. Why don't you just maybe live tell us a little bit about this this new venture, Storewell of yours that you've entered into the Appathon. Caitlin?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Daza. Storewell is a project that's focused on user-centered data in the context of a health app. So we are looking into a growing number of tools that track and monitor your health data. And we think that with the launch of the Apple Watch, there's going to be more people with easy access and also interest in tracking their health data. This could mean big opportunities for the massage therapy industry. I'm also really looking forward to working with Evan Apsher and the OIDC team next week for the second prototype jam in Kansas City, Missouri, and also in June as part of the large-scale online legal hackathon being organized by you and Jonathan Askin.
Oh, thanks, and we're looking forward to having your project in those. This is a theme that's run across the Appathon of projects that are really focused on personal data and ownership and control of data, as well as identity. And so another really terrific thing that came out of this event was the opportunity to collaborate in a whole new way with Thomson Reuters. And so their social media team and some of their thought leaders have been just great collaborators. We did a live session with Bob Shukai, got to some very interesting topics on big data and analytics, and some of the social physics research and tools that we've been putting out from the Media Lab. And you can see fantastic site that Casey and the team there at Thomson Reuters put together. Next up, this coming Wednesday, Appathon lives on, at least in this way, with a continuing series of live interviews. Next one with their thought leader, Jason Thomas. And also that day, we'll be publishing a gallery of the projects and ideas, both from round 1 and round 2 of the online Appathon. So people will finally have a opportunity in a well curated way to have a closer look at each one of those projects and to get into some ratings. Now, ratings, you saw we had big aspirations with the code that Jason's been putting together to do ratings, and it's getting close, but wasn't quite ready for production yet. So I'll show you something that we hacked. This is the last slide that just came out of this Appathon. Here's one of our little innovations, just trying to get the Appathon to work as we put some code together. Figured, I know Adriana and others are really into Twitter at the Appathon and at the ABA Tech Show. We wondered, how could we tweet in a more reasonable way that would allow for more fine-grained, not reasonable, let's just say more descriptive ways of tweeting such that you can get multiple stars. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with my internet action, but basically, let me go over here. So basically what we figured out you could do is connect, oh, here we are, into the object of a star, some pre-configured tweet parameters. So let's one more star for then the hashtags of a project. And then when I click 2 stars, boom, 2 stars for, the hashtag of the event and the hashtag of the project. So this was a fun little hack that came out of trying to just have an engagement tool available for you all. And I think we all learned a lot. So there you have it. Some of the highlights, a little overview, some reviews, and some sneak peek of what's just over the horizon coming next. We had a terrific time. And we hope that this somewhat unusual pairing of MIT and the ABA is just the beginning of great things coming in the future, business, legal, and technical integrations. So with that, we wish you all well at the closing plenary and hope to see you next year. Till then, Dazza Greenwood signing off from Boston. Bye-bye.